Why do the same numbers keep finding you, on the clock, on receipts, on license plates, right when your birth chart is quietly shifting underneath you? Ask anyone who's ever noticed it and they'll tell you the same thing: it never feels random. It feels like something already knows what you're about to go through, and it's trying to get your attention before you're ready to listen. If this has happened to you, you've probably done the same thing everyone does: Googled the number, read one meaning, felt a chill, and moved on. 1111 means new beginnings. 444 means you're protected. And maybe that's true, but it's also the surface of something deeper most people never get to, because they're looking for a definition instead of asking the real question: why is this specific pattern finding you right now, during this specific transit, and not 6 months ago? Here's the truth nobody says out loud: repeating numbers aren't random coincidence, and they're not really messages either, they're mirrors. Your subconscious notices patterns constantly, in numbers, in timing, in the exact moment you look at a clock. It's already tracking the shift happening in your chart before your conscious mind catches up, and it uses the pattern you're primed to notice, numbers, to hand you a signal you can't ignore. If you've been seeing the same sequence for weeks and it's picking up frequency, that's not superstition. That's your own awareness trying to reach you. So tell me, what number keeps finding you lately, and what was happening in your life the first time you noticed it? Was it during a decision, a goodbye, a moment you were scared to admit something to yourself? Drop the number in the comments, and be honest about what was really going on. Working with this doesn't start with memorizing meanings off a chart. It starts with naming the pattern without dismissing it. This number keeps appearing around this specific feeling or decision. Not "this is just a coincidence," just noticing what your life actually looks like every time it shows up. That's the whole first step, and most people skip it, because it's easier to look up a generic definition than to sit with what you already halfway know it means for you specifically. Once you notice the pattern, the shift is simple. The next time the number appears, stop and ask one real question: what am I avoiding admitting to myself right now? Not what the internet says the number means. What you were mid-thought about the moment you saw it. Most of the time, if you're honest, the number was never the message. The thought you were having right before you looked up was. That pause is where the pattern actually starts working for you instead of just following you around. Think about the person who kept seeing 222 for months during a relationship they already knew wasn't right, and instead of Googling it again, finally asked what they were avoiding admitting. The answer had been sitting there the whole time. They already knew. The number didn't tell them anything new. It just kept interrupting them until they stopped outrunning what they already felt. 2 weeks after they finally admitted it out loud, the number stopped showing up entirely, not because it was magic, but because it had nothing left to interrupt. That's the whole shift. The numbers stop feeling like a mystery you have to decode and start feeling like a mirror you can actually trust. You stop chasing meanings online and start noticing what's true in the moment they appear. The pattern doesn't disappear from your life, it just stops needing to shout, because you're finally listening to the thing underneath it. If numbers keep finding you too, or you're just tired of generic definitions that never quite fit, follow along, because this is only one pattern in a much bigger series on the hidden signals your chart is sending you. Full birth chart transit guide is in the description. Go see what's actually shifting in your chart right now, and why it picked this exact moment to get your attention.